From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. Saturday afternoon action on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the New York Mets. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. He's able to carry that momentum over to today. We're in for a
first pitch coming your way next. And taking the ball for the Mets, Nolan McLean.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Ready for baseball here in New York. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
And away we go this afternoon. Outside with a breaking ball. Ohtani came up with 4 hits in his last game. In the air, left field. And there's one down. Here's the Pirates lineup now.
The catcher.
They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, the key is to lay off pitches down in the zone until you're forced to swing. Set your sights higher in the strike zone, looking for something elevated, because sinkers are less effective up in the zone. They tend to flatten out. So when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
The 0-1. McLean making his first start of the year, and he was a third-round pick in 2023. Now one missed. High fly ball, right field. Judge gets under it. 2 down.
Batting third, the right fielder,
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. There's a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And ball 1. Got him. That ends the frame. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. You're watching Pirates baseball on the... We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Tatsuya Imai. And it's singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
That misses, and that's ball 1.
4-seam fastball, high outside.
This one in the air, center field. 1 away. Here's a Mets lineup now. And this is an offense with a ton of pop, top to bottom, Singy.
Yeah, well, some players will say that home runs are mistakes. They were just a little too quick. Not this club. They're looking to hit the ball over the fence. Not any speedsters in this lineup. Not players that were looking to run around the bases. They're looking to jog. And I expect to see that kind of approach in this one.
Juan Soto in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Circle change. Low inside. Circle change. Middle outside.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Circle change. Low outside.
That one almost got him.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And now it's 3-2.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Payoff pitch. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Juan Soto the opposite way. His first homer of the year, and the Mets on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here's Judge now. You know, when you look around the game and think about the best power hitters in the sport, this guy is one of the first names you got to come up with.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
In the air to left center. Suzuki settles underneath it. And there's two down.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 24.
Willie Mays digging in now. He's a guy who does it all.
Low outside.
Two down, bases empty, but one run across here in the second game of the series. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Two down, nobody on. Next offering is outside.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
What a stop. Over to first. And they get the out. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now 1-0. This is Pirates baseball on the show, Pittsburgh. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
Inside, ball 3. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That is it. The first baseman, number 5, Munetaka.
Up next for the Pirates, Munetaka Murakami. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Ground ball could be 2. Good feed. That's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Derek Jeter now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. In the air, right field. And that is that. Bucks go down quietly. They're down 1-0. Bottom of the second, and now the Mets DH, Brett Beatty.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Outside.
Beatty matched a homer in his last game.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Fouled off. He was late.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Hard liner. Suzuki on his way over. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one down.
Batting 6, the third baseman.
So up next for New York, Kazuma Okamoto. Looking for his first big league hit right here.
Outside. Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. The throw is still in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the veteran first baseman, Jorge Polanco. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Jumps, throws, on the money. Nice play. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here at Citi Field, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Ichiro Suzuki.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs.
Next offering is fouled back.
Many times teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house. They're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
Oh, that hit him. Gathers and throws, but it's not in time. And I'm sure they'll go and check on the left-hander now. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. Big-time power. And that one misses up and in. Ball one. Now quick throw to first, and he's back in there. One now. Runner takes off, strike in there, and that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and it gets into scoring position.
Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So now with one away and a man at second, Bo Bichette up to the dish. The 1-0. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's Ohtani. He's 0 for 1. Hard ground ball for a base knock. In from third is the tying run. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1. Now the tag at third, and they got it.
That's heads-up play right there. The outfielder knowing he has no shot at the runner at home, so comes up trying to cut that runner off at third and does a really nice job. Got to appreciate that.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Cal Raleigh. Fly to right his first time. Ohtani, the runner at first with 2 gone. Quick toss to first. Ohtani back in. Yo-1. Shohei on the go. Pitching for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great throwing arm. Step off the rubber, shrink that lead, somehow create a little bit more time, or maybe you can prevent that stolen base.
Man on second, 2 down. And that just misses. Tied up here in the early going. Outside with a breaking ball. And it's second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Ripped to short. Lindor on to first. They limit the damage here. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 13, Louis.
Four-seam fastball.
Correct.
Inside.
This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Marcus.
Here is Marcus Semien. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And he pumps it a strike. Now Marcus, a career-high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Wide to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
And that's outside. Ball 2.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Just missed. Juan Soto would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Center.
2 down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That one catches the zone. Now 3-2. Lindor wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Payoff pitch. It's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Slider. Middle outside.
3-2 on the way. To the right side, Murakami. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mets go down quickly. Score remains tied 1-1. As we go to the top of the 4th, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Fernando Tatis Jr. Yeah, that's fouled off. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. That misses. Going to count 1-2. On the ground at first, and it goes just foul. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. He reached out a walk his first time. Marte measures 6 feet even, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and they traded for him earlier this year. He was late there, strike one.
Ball inside.
All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
Here we go, Nolan.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Munetaka Murakami now at the plate. 0 for 1 so far.
Munetaka Murakami.
And 1 and 2. Hard ground ball, base knock. And there it is. Keeps it rolling in this one, Singy.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Derek Jeter will hit next. Fly to right his first time. And a swing and a miss there. That's a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So 1 hit is all they get. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. All tied 1-1. Back here in Queens, and stepping in for New York, Juan Soto.
Number 22, Juan
Circle change.
Soto.
Low middle.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them.
4-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Now the 0-1. Sliced hard but foul.
Slider. Middle inside.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1 and 2.
Curveball. Low middle.
Now 1 missed.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Here comes Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Circle change. Low outside. Slider. Low outside.
And now the 0-1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Number 24.
It was a bang-bang play at first, Siggy, so let's take another look at the throw that made it possible to get the out.
No doubt that 85-mile-per-hour heater was the difference on this play, according to StatCast. And it looked like a blur going across the infield from up here, and they just got the out.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Willie Mays up to hit. He's 0 for 1. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
That one at the knees for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Outside.
And it's second. And the slider just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Just misses there.
He's just missing with some pitches that, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But how many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone? And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And that one did find the strike zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Go ahead, run on base. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Man on second, 2 down. Check swing called strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Middle inside.
That one lifted to left. And that's the 3rd out. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. Back here at Citi Field. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ichiro Suzuki.
These Pirates just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Liner caught at second. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Up next for the Pirates, Seiya Suzuki. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Late with the swing there.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He put a great swing on that ball, took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Bo Bichette, the next Pirate to hit. And a curveball is just outside. The 1-0. Quick move to first. Suzuki back on a dive. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Outside. And the count now even up. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Bichette checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. And a payoff pitch. Struck him out swinging. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Go ahead run on base. Shohei Ohtani, the next to hit.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Ball 1 there. The Mets have some action going in their pen. Luke Weaver, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Minaya also getting ready. And the 1-0. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Back here in Queens, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Kazuma Okamoto up now for the Mets.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat: get that first hit at the big league level.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.
Four-seam fastball, low inside. Four-seam fastball, low inside. Slider, low outside.
The 1-2. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Kazuma Okamoto with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco, rolled out to second in his first at bat. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow, climb back in.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. Jorge Polanco blasts one out. His first homer of the year, and now they're out front. It's 3-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And next for New York, Luis Torrens. Wide to center his first time. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
0-1.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Inside.
Swings through that one out front that time.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
In the air out towards right center. And there's one down.
The batter, number 10, second baseman.
Now it's Marcus Semien.
Curveball. Below middle. Circle change. Low middle.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Off the mark there. Ball 2. 2 runs across in the inning. Last half of inning number 5. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 2-2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Liner caught it second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Come on, Francisco.
Ground ball up the middle. Loves it on the dive to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far.
pitching for
Now on the
Mets,
bump, Luke
number
Weaver,
30,
ready to make his season debut.
Weaver.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Here we go, Luke.
On the ground, right side. Throw to first is in time.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the catcher, Raleigh.
Cal Raleigh, the next Pirate to hit. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Throws to first in time.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Let's go, Luke.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Leading up for the Mets.
Here's Juan Soto. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boogie didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Circle change. Low middle.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Roki Sasaki. He's making his second appearance of the season.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Splitter. Low outside.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Outside.
There's a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
And it's even up.
Splitter. Low inside.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Splitter. Low middle.
Here we go, Juan.
3-2 now. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging, too. That one is hammered right field. Carrying well. And it is gone. Aaron Judge blasts one out the opposite way. His second of the year, and they add a run. It's 4-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
One down. Willie Mays up now for the Mets.
Slider. Low outside.
And that one is downstairs. And the count even 1-1.
Splitter. Low outside.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Splitter. Middle outside.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Suzuki under it. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Brett.
Now it's going to be Brett Beatty.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Pretty good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
High fly ball, right field. Tatis under it. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Pirates baseball on the show Pittsburgh.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Mets.
We're in the 7th.
Number
We have a new
25.
pitcher on the mound. Brooks Raley getting ready to make his season debut. Here's Ketel Marte. A strikeout and a walk. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one ripped left field. Soto gets it back in quickly, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Really important at bat coming up now.
So digging in, Munetaka Murakami.
This dude is on quite a run right now, Boog. So much swagger at the plate and a nightmare for opposing pitchers. If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Sean Manaea, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Chandler, the right-hander, also getting loose. Man at second. That's off the mark. 1-2 to count. Now one miss. Here's the 2-2. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. And they cut into the lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Derek Jeter. The Mets holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And that misses. And that's ball 3.
That's a really good take.
Nice grab. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ichiro 1 for 2. And that one finds its way through. And the tying run is on base. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So up next, Seiya Suzuki. Fouled off down the right side.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
That's off the inside corner. And 1-1. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And he takes one right on the black. And the count is even, 2-2. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges. And that one misses outside. It's ball 4. And the go-ahead run is on base. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Brooks Raley won't go any further. And the line not closed. New pitcher on now, Sean Manaea.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. In there at the knees. That's strike 2. Batter challenges in a very big spot. And it'll stay a strike. The umpire was correct. So they've only got one challenge left now. Two on, one out. And just misses with that one. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Just missed. Pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Two. Swings and misses, struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. 4-3 New York. This is Pirates baseball on the show Pittsburgh. Back here at Citi Field, set for the last half of the 7th.
On the mound, he's looking to keep momentum on their side with a quick inning. Keep those runs they just scored in the bank instead of handing them right back.
Okamoto in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate.
4-seam fastball, low inside.
Sasaki in his 2nd season, 24 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
Low middle.
On the corner at the knees for a strike. Okamoto wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. No challenges left for them now.
4-seam fastball, middle inside.
Here's a 2-1. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, Jorge Polanco.
So digging in, Jorge Polanco. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Splitter, low middle. Four-seam fastball, high middle. Four-seam fastball, high middle.
The 2-1. He swings and fouls one off.
Four-seam fastball, high inside.
Fights it off. You'll see another.
Splitter, low outside.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Four-seam fastball, low outside.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 away now.
Up next for the Mets, the catcher, number
Next to hit,
13,
Luis Torrens.
Four-seam
Torres.
fastball, high inside. Slider, middle outside.
Slider clips the zone.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the seventh. He goes down looking. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. But they hold on to a 4-3 lead.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Bubba Chandler.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Well, one-run game. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
And there's a ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this eighth inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And that one fouled off. The Mets trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're at the top of the eighth. Fouled off. He was late.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate, but the hands are still stinging after that one.
Pitch in the dirt. Down 1-2. Outside. That one outside, and it's 3-2. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen, throwing beat.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Marte, the next to hit, takes ball one. Grounds one to short. Lindor on to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Mets 4 and the Pirates 3. Back here in Queens. On to the bottom of the eighth. Marcus Semien up now for the Mets. Joan Turan gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Let's go, Marcus.
Popped up. Marte moving under this one. And there's one away. Back to the top of the order now. Here's Francisco Lindor. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And a man aboard.
Up next for the Mets, the left fielder, number 22.
Watch Soto down. He's already homered in this game. Way inside.
Splitter. Low outside.
The 1-0.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So that removes their last challenge.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Splitter. Low outside.
And a 2-1 on the way.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Lindor leads off first with 1 away. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Splitter. Low inside.
On a line, base hit. Lead runner around second. And now a wide throw to third.
These hitters today are so great at handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, number 99.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
Here we go,
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Overhand
Next
curve.
is the cleanup. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make. So they turn to their closer, Mason Miller. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Here we go, Willie.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
2 on, 1 out. That's outside. And that is ball 1.
Four-seam fastball.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Four-seam fastball.
And this one looks like trouble. Coming around third is Soto. 1 run across. Here comes the judge around third. cut off, throw to third, and he's out easily.
Well, I think the base runner assumed that he was going to be able to make it to third pretty easily, but a really nice relay from the outfielder to the cutoff man, and they got him easily.
So now here's the Mets DH, Brett Beatty. Inside, almost got him.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
No, that's a ball.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
2 down, nobody on. That one in triple digits.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
Circle change. Low outside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 9th inning coming up. Mets out in front, 7-3. Last chance coming up for the Pirates. All set to start the 9th in this one. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Munetaka Murakami.
Picking up where he left off last game, Boog. Really comfortable in the box. You can see it in his body language.
Action in the Mets bullpen. Clay Holmes. Myers warming up as well. The 0-1. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
High fly ball lifted into air right field. 2 away.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the center fielder.
Last chance now for the Pirates. Here's the center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
Come on, Bubba. Oh.
2 down, nobody on. That one way inside.
Here we go, Bubba.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
This could end it. That's to third. On to first. Ball game. And the Mets collect their first win of the season.
The first 2 games of this series really good. Exchanged punch for punch, blow for blow. But tomorrow will be a big one, especially in a day game. There might be some shadows in the afternoon. So you really want to focus on scoring early and playing very good defense to prevent runs. We'll see who wins it tomorrow.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.